Greetings, successful friends. Let's delve into the hidden meanings of these 40 inspirational quotes. These quotes are from various notable figures in different fields, ranging from leadership and politics to arts and culture. Each quote carries a profound message and can serve as motivation for the progress of every individual. Let's explore the meanings and interpretations of each quote in detail. Face the reality as it is, not as it was or as you wish it to be. Jack Welch. This quote emphasizes the importance of accepting reality, without distorting it to fit personal desires. Confronting reality honestly and objectively is the first step in facing challenges and achieving success. Any woman who understands the problems of running a home will be nearer to understanding the problems of running a country. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher highlights that experience in managing a household provides deep insights into the challenges of governing a nation. The quote appreciates the role of women in domestic life and how those experiences can be applied on a larger scale. This nation will find it very hard to look up to leaders who are keeping their ears to the ground. So Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill emphasizes the importance of leaders who listen and respond to the needs of the people. Leaders who ignore the voices of their constituents will struggle to gain respect and support. He who has never learned to obey cannot be a good commander. Aristotle. Aristotle highlights the importance of leadership based on obedience and discipline. A leader must understand the significance of obedience and set an example as a fair commander. The best executive is the one who has sense enough to pick good men to do what he wants done, and self-restraint enough to keep from meddling with them while they do it. Theodore Roosevelt. This quote underscores the wisdom in selecting a competent team and allowing them the freedom to execute tasks without unnecessary interference. A leader must manage those around them wisely without micromanaging. Man must make history and not be made by it. When there is no leadership, society stands still. Progress occurs when bold and skilled leaders take advantage of opportunities to make conditions better. Harry S. Truman. Truman conveys that societal progress relies on courageous leaders, seizing opportunities to create positive change. Every individual has the potential to shape history and bring about improvements. Focusing your life solely on making a buck shows a certain poverty of ambition. It asks too little of yourself because it's only when you hit your wagon to something larger than yourself that you realize your true potential. Barack Obama. Barack Obama emphasizes that a life centered only on financial gain reflects a lack of ambition. True potential is realized when one aligns with a purpose greater than oneself. I began the revolution with 82 men. If I had to do it again, I would do it with 10 or 15 and absolute faith. It does not matter how small you are if you have faith and a plan of action. Fidel Castro. This quote illustrates that courage and unwavering faith are more important than the size of a group. A revolution can start small if there is strong belief and a well-thought-out plan. The human voice can never reach the distance that is covered by the still, small voice of conscience, Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi emphasizes that the power of conscience, expressed through a calm and small voice, surpasses the reach of the human vocal voice. Tranquil and sincere conscience holds greater influence. If a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets even as Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, "Here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well." Martin Luther King, Jr. This quote teaches that any job, no matter how small, can be considered an art. Performing even the humblest tasks with dedication and excellence will be recognized and appreciated by others. A person's value is determined by what he gives, not by what he is capable of receiving. Albert Einstein. Einstein conveys that true value comes from one's contributions and generosity rather than the ability to receive. Giving selflessly adds genuine value to a person. A sense of humor is part of the art of leadership, of getting along with people, of getting things done. Dwight D. Eisenhower. This quote emphasizes the importance of humor in leadership. Effectively leading and achieving goals often involves the ability to communicate with others in a light-hearted manner. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. John Maxwell. Maxwell highlights that trust in the leader precedes belief in the vision. A leader must build relationships and trust with their team before expecting them to embrace and work towards a common goal. Leadership is saying no, not saying yes. It is very easy to say yes, Tony Blair. Blair points out that true leadership involves making difficult decisions and saying no when necessary. It is not about agreeing with everything, but making wise and necessary choices. Never tell people how to do things. Tell them what to do, and they will surprise you with their ingenuity. General George Patton. This quote underscores the importance of giving people freedom and responsibility. Allowing individuals to find their own ways to achieve tasks can result in creative and innovative solutions. Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. General Dwight Eisenhower. Eisenhower defines leadership as the ability to inspire and motivate others to willingly accomplish tasks. It's about creating a shared desire to achieve a common goal. It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership. Nelson Mandela. Mandela advocates for a leadership style that prioritizes others. Leaders should be at the forefront during challenges and dangers, but celebrate victories by putting others in the spotlight. Doing big things is difficult, but to master big things is more difficult. Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche emphasizes that achieving significant accomplishments may be challenging, but mastering and sustaining them is an even greater task. Consistency and dedication are required for long-term success. Get your leadership every day. Michael Jordan. Jordan suggests that leadership is not confined to specific moments or positions. It should be demonstrated daily through actions and behavior. Leadership is an ongoing commitment. A good leader is a person who takes a little more than his share of the blame and a little less than his share of the credit. John Maxwell. Maxwell highlights the humility and accountability required for effective leadership. A good leader accepts responsibility for mistakes and shares credit with the team for successes. Effective leadership is not about making speeches or being liked. Leadership is defined by results, not attributes. Peter Drucker. Drucker emphasizes that successful leadership is not determined by eloquence or popularity, but by tangible achievements, results, rather than personal qualities. Define effective leadership. Great jobs are usually given to people who prove their ability to outgrow small ones. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Emerson suggests that individuals who consistently excel in small tasks are often entrusted with greater responsibilities. Excelling in smaller roles is a stepping stone to larger opportunities. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. John F. Kennedy. Kennedy underscores the interdependence of leadership and continuous learning. A leader must strive for personal growth and encourage their team to do the same. To navigate challenges effectively, leadership cannot just go along to get along. Leadership must meet the moral challenge of the day. Jesse Jackson. Jackson emphasizes that leadership must not merely follow the status quo. True leaders address moral challenges and guide society towards positive change. Leadership is a potent combination of strategy and character. But if you must be without one, be without the strategy. Norman Schwarzkopf. Schwarzkopf suggests that effective leadership requires both strategic thinking and strong character, while lacking a strategy is detrimental. Lacking character is even more so. Never give an order that can't be obeyed. General Douglas MacArthur. This quote underscores the importance of realistic and feasible orders. Leaders should understand the capabilities and skills of their team and issue commands accordingly. No one is good enough to govern others without their consent. Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln emphasizes that governance requires the approval and consent of those being led. True leadership is built on the trust and agreement of the people. You only have to do a very few things right in your life, so long as you don't do too many things wrong. Warren Buffett. Buffett suggests that success doesn't demand a multitude of correct actions. Avoiding major mistakes is equally crucial. Focus on making a few right decisions consistently. You cannot separate peace from freedom. Because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. Malcolm X. Malcolm X highlights the inseparable connection between peace and freedom. True peace can only exist when individuals have the freedom to live without oppression. The nice thing about being a celebrity is that when you bore people, they think it's their fault. Henry Kissinger. Kissinger humorously points out that celebrities have the advantage of deflecting blame to their audience if they become tedious. This highlights the forgiving nature of fame. Preparing for war is the most effective way to preserve peace. George Washington. George Washington suggests that maintaining peace often requires readiness for potential conflicts. A well-prepared stance can deter aggression and promote stability. I have learned that success is not measured by the position one has reached in life, but by the obstacles one has overcome while trying to succeed. Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington emphasizes that true success is not solely about achieving a high position, but about overcoming challenges and obstacles on the path to success. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. Henry Ford. Henry Ford encourages lifelong learning as the key to staying young and relevant. Continuous learning helps individuals evolve and face change with an open mind. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Napoleon Bonaparte. Bonaparte suggests that it's strategic to let an adversary make mistakes without interference. Allowing enemies to falter on their own can be advantageous. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson advises flexibility in matters of style, but unwavering determination in matters of principles. Adapt to trends but remain steadfast in core values. If one is lucky, a single fantasy can totally transform 1,000,000 realities. Maya Angelou. Angelou highlights the transformative power of a single powerful imagination. A vivid fantasy has the potential to bring about significant changes in reality. If you don't want to be forgotten, as soon as you are dead and rotten, either write something worth reading or do things worth writing. Benjamin Franklin. Franklin suggests leaving a lasting legacy by either creating meaningful content or engaging in impactful actions. A life worth remembering is one filled with contributions and achievements. The price of greatness is responsibility. Winston Churchill. Churchill emphasizes that achieving greatness comes with the duty to bear responsibility. Those who attain greatness must be prepared to handle the challenges that accompany it. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. Bill Gates. Bill Gates envisions a future where leaders empower and enable others rather than dominate. True leaders empower individuals, fostering growth and development. Leaders think and talk about the solutions. Followers think and talk about the problems. Brian Tracy. Tracy highlights the distinction between leaders and followers. Leaders focus on finding solutions and taking positive actions, while followers tend to dwell on problems without contributing constructively. Understanding the hidden meanings of these 40 insightful quotes can inspire positive values that motivate personal and societal progress. Awareness of these messages can shape attitudes and actions toward achieving goals and success. May we all strive to become better individuals and make a positive impact on the world around us.